the two Joes I train and manage, they're sparring tonight, so I've got to leave here at 7. But I'm trying to stick to my word of doing them every day in camp. Be harder when the fight gets close, I think, but it's alright for now. Different Airbnb today. I'll show you around. I can't show you around today, my legs are gone. Trained twice. Boxing this morning, did 12 rounds. That was my first 12-round session for a long time. Did 8 pads, 2 bag, 2 shudder. I did all my exercises, my burpees, my squats, my sit-ups. I hadn't done 12 rounds for a long time, but I'm doing a little bit extra now than I did for the Fisher fights. So knackered though, to be honest. Looking forward to getting the lad sparring out of the way and going to bed, to be honest. Owen Johnson, how you doing, mate? Harry looking handsome, Dave. Cheers, mate. Yeah, my hair's because I just washed it. It gets a bit curly when I wash it. Gareth Mulloy, I'm very well, thank you, mate. Tired but good all-round defence. Good, thanks, mate. I hope you're both good. John Fandango, yes, John Fandango. For some reason, I never forget that name. Jax, how you doing, mate? I'm good, thank you. Juju man, hello, mate. How many cream eggs? I like cream eggs, actually. How many could I eat? I don't know, really, what's a lot and what's not a lot. I don't know. They're pretty sickly, though, aren't they? The stuff inside, I guess, the cream. It's cream and a chocolate egg, really, isn't it? I'd say 10. Comfortably 10. Sparring, yeah, sparring starting Wednesday. My first spar Wednesday. This is my first spar. It's my last spar for the Fisher rematch. So it's my first spar in about June, July, August. 3 months. So it's doing 4 rounds. I won't be going mad. Try and get my timing back. Work on a few things I've been working on with my feet and my head movement and my jab. Yeah. The first 2 spars I had for the 2 Fisher fights, I was fucking terrible. The first spar I had for the first Fisher fight, I got my head punched in bad. Really bad, to the point I thought, fucking hell. That's why they're saying kid like a week later, and I sparred well, and I thought, oh, fair enough. In the second Fisher fight, I sparred a different kid, and I got my head punched in again. I thought, oh God, what's going off here? But then, again, sparred again a week later, I felt good, so instead of going all out, trying to beat somebody up in my first spar back, just gonna use it for what I need it for, really. But yeah, a short answer would be yes. Sparring this week, mate, yeah. Anthony Yorkshire, thank you very much, mate. I'll see you there. Scott Check, yeah, no Scott Check, yeah, everyone knows Scott Check. No skin fade. I'm not really an haircut guy, me. My hair's, like I said, my hair naturally is a bit curly and that. If I wash it, it goes wild. Billy Muggleton, yeah, training going good, mate, really good. I'm absolutely knackered. But I'm doing a live a day. I said I'd do it. I'm going to do it. And if I don't do it, who knows what will happen? You have to stick to things like you say, otherwise things could happen. JD Media, thank you, mate. Craig Pugh from Cardiff, thank you very much. Jack Turner, yeah, I thought he did well the other day. Before he boxed Farag, I thought, is he boxing, donuts here and he's looking good in a puncher? He boxed Farag and I thought, fucking hell, he's not bad because Farag can fight. And then the other day, I was more impressed with him the other day than I've been before, really. I think the Argentinian's pretty good, to be honest. Yeah, I think the Argentinian fella could fight, and Turner may have been. I think it was close when he got the stoppage, but he toughed it out. He showed a lot of skill, and he certainly can punch. So yeah, I thought it was really impressive. Yeah, I think he's really good. Definitely exciting. Brian Collins, all good, thank you, mate. Andy Ruiz, one of the best heavyweights in the world, I think, for ability and speed and power. one of the very best. But yeah, he needs to be in shape, don't he? LR97 looking gorgeous today, Dave. Cheers, mate. Thank you. Have I seen Rampage Jackson's son? Yeah, seen it, mate. Disgusting, really. Yeah, I seen. It meant to be a bit of a work, weren't it? Meant to be like part of the show. You know, you can't do that, really. It is should be locked up. Assault, and to be honest, worse than assault. It could have killed him. To be honest, I watched it and I just thought, what the fuck? Yeah, I weren't impressed, to be honest. Didn't like it at all. I played 18 holes of golf for the first time. I'm to grab the missus from work now. Big up, Dave. Wonky golfer. I meant to do 18 holes at this. My mate had a golf day. I went on the first hole, couldn't fucking hit the ball. I walked around. We were me, Pat, Nigel, and Joe, and I walked around with them for like 8 holes, and I went, "This is fucking shit." This. I was walking around, clubbing big chunks of grass out to the ground, and I just thought, "What's the point?" I got a buggy, stood on back of it, and went back to the clubhouse and just sat and drank hot chocolate all day. What's the game plan? Game plans are great, but they can often go out the window pretty early. So, you know, on paper it looks like keep out of his way for a bit, hit him to the body, and then go to work when he tires. But we don't know what he's going to do. And furthermore, if he does what we think he's going to do, and you just never know really. So yeah, just get as fit as possible. Get as fit as possible and prepare for any eventuality. That's what we try and do every time, really. Any big tall guys in for sparring? Yeah, this week I'm sparring a guy that I've sparred for many years now. Trying to get my time in back, trying to get back used to sparring. You know, hopefully take a few thumps, but not too clean. Take a few and catch a few, and then yeah, they got a few kids lined up. You know, big strong kids, and yeah, the sparring really for me is for, you know, boxing squad. Everybody, I've got a lot of experience. The sparring now is more for, you know, it's not for game planning this or can I do this with him. It's just my timing and my distance and stuff. It's not really so much for anything else really. So I don't really worry too much about who I'm sparring. Just needs to be fit, sharp, on it, and my experience hopefully will pay dividends when I box. Sam Park, hello mate. Am I picking specific stars match Hamilov? Not really, yeah, not really. Yeah, just my timing and distance and bit of sharpness. Yeah, I'm not looking for a Matmadov clone. We can get some really big lads in. We're gonna, but it's not the be all and end all really. Not now. I've got a lot of experience now. I don't spar out of camp. We spar when we need to really. But we'll try and get someone physically, you know, the same physical dimensions and attributes if we can. That's the plan, yeah. I think Matmadov's a slight favourite now. Today I had porridge this morning with honey, a few almonds. After training, I had to come straight to the Airbnb, so I had a Rice Krispie Squares bar. Sort my blood sugars out after I trained. Then I had a jacket potato with cheese and beans. I had 2 resters of bacon. Good protein in bacon. And then I had 2 like these burger things with sourdough and some cheese. I've drunk about 4 litres of water. I had a coffee earlier. I had a diet 7-Up. I'll have some Greek yogurt nuts later. I'll probably have some creatine in a cup of tea. So yeah, it's nothing out of the ordinary. Tomorrow I will have steak and potatoes instead for dinner. But everything else I remain pretty much the same. Maybe have an omelette instead of the potato. Going to do some different videos soon. I've got my mate who's a videographer. He's going to come over, do a day in the life, a day in what I eat, and hopefully some like patio patties used to do back in the day, interviewing some people. Hopefully Pat and Jack and lads from the gym will do it. So yeah, hopefully do some better content coming out. Just trying to make a bit more effort now with this. T1, how you doing, mate? My weight, last time I got weighed, I think 19.6. I hope to weigh in around 18.6. So that's the plan. I was too heavy in the Fisher fight, 18.13. But I don't want to be under 18 stone with this fella because he's big and strong. Travis, how you doing, mate? Easy, Adrenaline lad here. Good, Big Swan, yes, mate, how are you? Good evening, Rob1969IN, how you doing, mate? My favourite movie of all time? Training Day, Casino, Goodfellas. Anything with De Niro or Denzel Washington, really, I enjoy. I tend to watch the same stuff. I tend to watch the same films. I don't like watching new films. so yeah. Which heavyweight is the funniest? Can I say it myself? Paul Michael, good, thanks, mate. Oh, you're all right. TGI is me. I'm the TGI's man. Trust me. But the sports stuff, I watch the horse racing, the national hunt. I'm not really a flat racing lover. I keep me on the football results. I don't really watch too many games, but I keep me on the results and the league tables. Don't watch as much as I used to. I used to be into darts, cricket, the 2020 mainly, the football more so. The athletics I enjoy. I'll always watch the Olympics and stuff. I don't follow this. I don't follow sport as much as I used to. I used to be sport mad, just watch everything, but not so much now. Yeah, the John Page Jackson son situation. It was. Bullying doesn't do it justice. He should be locked up for a long time, really. Yeah, in my opinion. 9:34 in Alaska. Wow. It's 6:41 right now in the UK. Please admit you would not use car easily. I'm not this guy, so I couldn't admit that, even if it was true. It's not, sadly, but if it was. How many weeks deep? So we've got 6 weeks Saturday, 5.5 weeks. I think we did like a 12-week camp, really. It was 11 weeks and then fight week. Which is long enough now. I've got a lot of experience, so I don't really trying to, in years gone by, I'd overtrain really, and then not do nothing for 5 weeks because how knackered really. So yeah. Golf is good word. Ruined, spoiled. Yeah, I didn't like golf. But if I could play golf, I probably would enjoy it more. You like the guy you're fighting with a beard? I don't think I do look like him, actually. Brother's accent is too thick to understand. I understand that. I understand what you're saying. That's true. Yeah, but the golf, if I could play golf well, if I could play any sport well, I'd probably enjoy them all. I'd probably enjoy boxing more if I got it less. That's a good point. I'm boxing Arslan Makhmudov, October 11th at Sheffield Arena. Is it true you picked Makhmudov because it was the biggest challenge? It was the biggest challenge that was on the table, yeah. I was offered 5 names: Alexis Barriere, Otto Wallin, Makhmudov, Yoka, Nelson Heiser, and I thought he was the biggest, the scariest, but stylistically, maybe also the best match for myself. So it was a mix of the two things, really. Prime Tyson Fury beats Usyk. He's past his best now due to the abuse he put his body through. I thought those both really good fights. I thought Usyk won them both, if I'm being honest. I like them both, obviously I know them both. I know Tyson obviously a lot better, but I thought Usyk won. I wanted Tyson to win both fights, but I thought Usyk won them both. Was Tyson past his prime when he boxed Usyk? I think the Wilder fights took a lot out of him. Tyson Fury and Usyk were the two best I sparred. If I had to pick who I thought was the best, I would probably pick. I'd probably say Tyson, just because he was bigger, really. Dave, did you ever have confidence issues in life? Do you know what? I'm not probably more confident now because I've had to put myself out there. I've had to talk. I've had to talk in press conferences. I've had to talk on live TV. I've been around a bit and done a few things and seen things now, and that gives you confidence because you have a bit of experience. But Definitely when I was younger, I was quite a shy kid, really. I was very shy when I would not be shy if I knew people, but if I didn't know people, I was very, very shy. As a little kid, I was really, really shy, actually. I went to Brendan Ingles' gym at 16, and he threw me in the deep end in lots of different ways, with meeting people and going out to places, and it was the best thing I did, really. I was very uncomfortable at times, but sometimes that's the only way you can have any growth, really, and grow that confidence is by putting yourself in them situations that you're not comfortable with. So definitely I've had confidence issues, but got over it by just putting myself in uncomfortable situations and ended up flourishing in, really. I've done a lot of live TV and stuff, and you could have said that to me as a kid. I'd never believed you. So yeah, you have to sometimes do things you don't like, really. Apart from most of the time, who would you say is a bright young prospect? Heavyweight Leo Tang. Leo Tang's very good. He's a bit younger than Moses, and he's not as physically developed as Moses, but he's going to be every bit as good, I think. Pat Brown, cruiserweight. There's loads of good prospects about, to be honest. Sure, you'll fight this fight on the inside mostly. You just don't know, mate. To be honest, that's the thing. You can have all these great plans and stuff, but you have to, till you get in there, feel his strength, his power, his speed, all different things. You can never really plans. The best laid plans of mice and men often go awry, John Steinbeck said, and that's never true in boxing. Yeah, Rampage Jackson's son. I've answered this one a few times now, but yeah, disgusting. Creatine. The creatine I have is flavourless. Someone here said they can get Vimto creatine. It's flavourless, really, but I can taste it in water, and it's not very pleasant either. T1, hello, mate. Franz Zickerman, hello. How am I growing the beard? Till fight week, I'm going to have a haircut and a beard trim fight week, so whatever happens. Hopefully it calms down a little bit. As George Masters pushing the problem up the stairs yet? Oh, I'm about to learn, do me. His mum came downstairs and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like, I don't know. Trying to get the problem upstairs. I'm behind him, he can't fall down the stairs, but fair enough. So yeah. Raging Bull, yeah, I like Raging Bull. I like De Niro, all De Niro films, from Goodfellas, Casino, Heat with De Niro's a great film. Raging Bull, Taxi Driver, even like Meet the Fockers and that, when he was in that, a bit more comedic. I think he's a brilliant actor, to be honest. Who is the hardest hit in the heavyweight division? You'd say Deontay Wilder probably still. I think Makhmudov's up there as well, who on boxing. But yeah. I'm not going to skin it ever again because it won't grow back. Is the golf swing improving? I've not played since. I don't think I'll ever play again unless I need to, like some charity stuff. I've never been to Worcester races. My kids' family, like my kids' missus and the mum and the grandparents from Worcester. I'm down there quite a bit, actually. Best Box UK, hello, get a hairbrush, have a shave. In time. Stuart Hudson, hello. Highest payday this fight is, yeah. Matthew B, you right, mate? You like Richard Beckinsdale? What, off Porridge? Take that. Yeah, the golf, you never know. I don't see myself taking it up anytime soon. Dave, you're looking like you've been born again. I think 100% good enough to go and win the British and the European. Yeah, if I beat Makhmudov, we kind of bypassed them levels, and I'm going to get a world level fight, I've been told. So hopefully, we're training hard and hopefully take the opportunity. Evening, Dave. Let me give him the time until he's world champ. I think he will be world champion, but I would say 12, 18 months away. How long do you get better at sparring? You know what, mate? You have good spars and bad spars at any experience. I remember my first ever spar, I got hammered. I went back because they sparred really good fighters. They were like 5 stone lighter than me. They were dancing around me and, punching me about. And when I sparred the second time against a kid who had no experience like me, I sparred great. I have great spars now and I have terrible spars now. It doesn't matter about how long you've been doing it. It's who you're sparring. And it's about how you feel that day, what training you did the day before, how your diet is, how your sleep is. There's so many different components in how your training goes and how your sparring goes. So you it's not really worth thinking about. That's why sparring doesn't really have much emphasis on how I'm feeling about my camp, really. I don't really worry about things because you have to take so many different factors into it. What do you think about people avoiding sparring or sparring less? I don't spar as much as I used to because I've done thousands and thousands of rounds of fights and sparring, so I do less. I won't say I avoid sparring. I do less. I want to be a little bit more. I want to make sure I'm with it in years to come. But yeah, when novices avoid sparring, I'm not keen on that really. How far am I running at the minute? Doing a lot of long, steady stuff really. I'm older and bigger. I don't do a lot of red zone running. My red zone stuff's in the gym. Bag work, pad work, sparring. Do a lot of my steady state stuff running. Looking at like 10 minute mile pace. You know, I might do 6 miles in 1 hour. You know, that's about where I'm at. I can do a little bit faster than that. But that's where I go to. That's where my heart rate zones are. I know whereabouts they are with different times. Did Brennan get sing the Rainbow song? Yeah, I sung that a few times. I sung it in a few different places in the gym, in Meadowhall. I sung it everywhere, to be honest. I think Crawford will beat Canelo. What's he doing? Like, met him at a fight day, 5K, seeing like proper sound. He is about 6'5". Yeah, he's funny bloke. He is funny. He's sound. Confidence you go to base station. Yeah, no, like, that's what I'm saying. Stuff like that. I was shitting myself when I went. I shit myself when I do all sorts of stuff. But you have to crack on with it, I'm afraid, or you don't get anywhere. I have no brothers, but I've got 3 sisters. Do I think Joshua can become heavyweight champion again? It all depends on who the champion is. If he boxes for the title again, I guess, really. I don't see him beating Usyk. I don't see him probably beating a Tama, because that would probably still be 6 or a month away. But it depends who's got a belt, really. Roy Jones at his best could have beaten any boxer. A good argument that he could. Arctic Monkeys, yeah, I like a fair few Arctic Monkeys songs, yeah. Simon Martin, hello. De Niro was good at 2004. You know what? I enjoyed The Irishman, actually, with De Niro and Pesci and stuff. Bit of a throwback, more recent film, but felt very, very 90s. You have no easy way out against the Russian blokes, part of the entrance song. We're going to stick to My Way and Fields of Gold, of course. A Bronx Tale, another good film, yeah. How much money would you need in your bank to be happy and retired? I'm 33. I've got 2 kids under 3. You can't retire at 33. If I'm going to live till I'm 83, that's 50 years worth of living. It's a mortgage to pay off. It's 2 kids to bring up. You'd need millions to sit and never do anything again. You know. I always think I could retire with 100 grand. You can't, sadly. Don't find out, but I should have thought so. It's a bit late now. It's a tiny bit late. It's like 6 weeks away. It's a little bit late now. Bob Adjusaf, Lerone Richards. I like Bob. I used to train Bob Adjusaf at Brendan's, actually. He was a nice fella and a good fighter. Would have been a good fight. Lerone Richards has some world-class ability. I would say he was a better boxer than Adjusaf, but Adjusaf was a big, awkward man. It would have been a hard fight for anybody. Well, I'll take the kids. I don't know, really. I'm not really sure. I'd like to go Cornwall. I've never been. I'd like to go. Deontay Wilder. Got a bit Matmadov, but you never know. You sporting the Harry and the Henderson look, Dave? Not sure. I don't know who that is. Joe Aiden area title. He's beyond the area title now. He's 18 unbeaten. He just beat an area champion. So he has a fight 2 week Friday. He's got one in November. And then in March we're looking at a ranking title, like a WBA, Continental IBO, Continental IBF, whatever. We're looking at one of them in March. I think he's a little bit beyond area title level now, or he will be with these next 2 wins. Business thinkers, you're advising Adler, would you drop down back to domestic level or go in the away corner? It just depends what he wants to do, really. Does he want to make money or does he want to win fights, I guess? That's what it comes down to. Yeah, there are boxers that spar well and don't fight well. I think I fight better than I spar now. B3 Picks TV, hello, mate. We're going to bare knuckle boxing. I don't think so, because bare knuckle boxing is so different to boxing. It's like a different sport. The time, the distance, and it's a different game altogether. I'm a boxer. I'm not a bare knuckle boxer. Charlie Weiss from New Zealand. Thank you very much, mate. Parker, good chance beating Usyk. I think definitely in with the fight, definitely. JWKO, thank you very much, mate. Thank you. Have I seen Denzel Washington in the movie The Hurricane? I have, yeah. I watched it a few times, actually. Alan Babbage. I spoke to Alan Babbage a few months ago. I think he'll be back. Family all good, thank you. Can you DM me about horse racing? I don't. Like, people say they email me on YouTube, but I don't see them if people do. You can DM me if you can get hold of me. I've only got Instagram, so you can on there. Frank Sanchez is very good. I think he's a good fighter. The hardest puncher I've been in with, sparring and fighting. I think Chisoro overall. Liam, I'm good, thank you. IB Abuchi at 52 is too old to come back. Is Dubois a quitter, or is the criticism unfair? I think he is a quitter, but he's a very, very good one. And to make him quit, you have to be one of the best heavyweights in the world. That's how I see it. He's a really, really good fighter, but he has quit 3 times. I've quit once. It is what it is. It's a hard game. Yeah, I'd like to come Cornwall, like Cornwall, St Ives. Yep, I'd like to go St Ives. I've never been down there. I'd like to go. He's not the worst heavyweight ever, Wilder. Technically wasn't amazing, but I think sometimes that makes him more awkward. You're in my dream. You were looking for an MMA gym, and your girlfriend was Fizz from Curry. I like Fizz. I'm watching Arsenal about Matmadov October 11th. Would I like to make my US debut against Wilder? I'd like to box in America before I've done, if possible. Edwin Valera was very good, yeah. Wyndham Walters, hello, mate. From Birkenhead in Sweden. Patrick Coyne, thank you very much. Usual 3K or 5K time. The fastest 5K when I was a kid was very good because I did track and field, but now I want to do a 5K in a couple of weeks. I'd like to break 25 minutes. I only sparred with Pat Brown once. We tried killing each other and never sparred again. We love a short king. I'm 6'3", so I'm not actually that short, but I do look it because I've got a big head. J. Paul Tank's a waste of time. Joe King, hello, thank you very much. I've never had a kebab. I've never had one purely because I don't think I'd like it, but I probably might. Good Stuart Taylor, thanks. How are you? Lee Jenkinson, I know Roger Sampson. He's a good guy, Roger Sampson. He's a very good man. John Davis will retire after the Jake Paul fight. If that's what he wants to do, what's the point in boxing, in my opinion? I know he's making money in that, but what's the point? Maureen Laforme, hello. Chamberlain Rafferty rematch and White Zora 3. On a Riyadh card. Yeah, the Chamberlain Rafferty was unbelievable. White Zora 3, I hope to see. I think it's a good fight for both to finish on. Usyk, I'd like Usyk to retire myself. Yeah, he's done it all. Have I got any plans after boxing? Just keep involved in boxing, training, managing, maybe promoting, punditry. Yeah, I'd like to keep. I don't really do anything else, so I hope so. Yeah, I do miss the patio. Yeah, I do a little bit. What is your opinion on the Saudi Prince in Kenya's boxing? He put a lot of fights on we wouldn't have seen, mate. Without him, we wouldn't have seen him. So, overall, I think been good for boxing. Daniel Cockerill, hello, mate. Chisora White, for the British side, was around the same time as Martin Glasgow for the IBF. Then it was Cornish section for the British. Favourite meal? I like TGI's. Andy Ruiz fits trouble for everyone. Yeah, I've never had it. I don't like lamb, though, actually. Hendrix, hello, mate. Yeah, Usyk. I hope he retires. I don't want to see him get beat, to be honest. GGT, thank you. I've not wrestled any bears, nope. Ricky Hatton's come back. Yeah, I've seen something about that. I didn't really, not sure what's going off, really. I'm not sure. There is plenty of barbers in Donny, yeah. I just don't go. I've never sparred Terramana or Torres. Do I like Eddie or put up with him? I like Ed. I actually get on with him quite well, I think. I think he quite likes me as well. I rate Ruiz a lot. I think he's really good, yeah. Which historical box would you like to spar? Archie Moore, probably. Camp began 5.5 weeks ago. Matmadov is knocking you out. Maybe, possibly. We'll see. Dave Allen, my greetings from Tronjep. Kaladab. Hello, mate. Time of the real deal, I think so. You're proper getting it off Matmadov. Maybe. Yeah, maybe. It's very possible. I think a prime hay beats Joshua. Not sure. What's that rematch with Dylan White? It's already been and gone. Not really bothered for rematches. Barry, ain't like Barry. I get on with Barry all right. Hazard, hello everyone. Hello. Top man, Dan. Did Dalton beat Matthias? I hope so. I think it's an hard fight though. Matmadov is a bit scary. Mike Tyson overrated by some, underrated by others. Rated right by some. Right, I've got 1 minute to go. Love from Manchester. Thank you very much, Manchu Man. I was looking at you biting the cheese last night. It says Sakadar. I read that out loud. I didn't realise what I said. Dave, would you have a microwave? Absolutely. How's training going, Dave? Good, thank you. Peter Knock, hello. Nobody's putting me down professionally. That's true. Not yet. Hopefully, never. Do you think Andy Ruiz can beat Cabello Zhang? Possibly. Right, I've got to go now. I've got to go to the gym. Joe and Joe are sparring. Thurnsker, up the Thurnsker. Yes, James Ben. Great Carly. Which height was rated the most? Probably Kane. I don't think he was as tall as the other two. Right, everybody. Good night. Good day.